Hi, everyone. I'm Diane Lupo, and I welcome you to Roland Comtois Soul Stories. He's an author, medium, spiritual advisor, great teacher, great friend. And here he is, Roland Comtois.
Oh my God. Oh
So
my.
many things.
No, I wasn't oh my Godding that. I'm oh my God, what a day.
Oh,
I
you
don't know about
too,
you.
huh?
Oh my God.
We
What a
haven't talked.
I we gotta talk because what a crazy and nutty day. Not only today,
I was going to say, you've had a couple of nutty days.
yeah. You know what happened the other night? I was having a meeting and my mouse, right? I gotta find the camera. I don't know, I can't see
You're
myself.
there. It's there.
Okay. The mouse started moving by itself. Now, I'm not even kidding you. It's so chaotic. And then my
Woo!
phone was shaking like it was having a nervous breakdown for
Oh my
no
gosh.
apparent reason. How about you?
Just intense energy. And, everyone I've come in contact with, not that I've come in contact with a lot of people because we're being careful still.
Yep.
The people I have come in contact are all saying and feeling the same thing like, wow, what's going on?
Oh my God.
It's like, when you're at the beach and a wave comes and it goes out, and then the next wave comes, and the next thing you know, you have seaweed in your mouth and sand in your hair. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm caught in an undertow and just waiting for the sun.
That's a great analogy because it certainly feels like that. And I bet you a lot of people that are tuning in right now are feeling the same kind of thing. I mean, it is crazy. The energy is crazy. And you and I have been together for years and we've felt Mercury retrogrades before, we've felt crazy energy before, but
No.
oh my God.
Yeah, not like this. This is, why, Roland? There's no let up. It's
Yeah.
not, it's a wave. It's like a constant. It's
Mm.
like Jaws, dun, dun, right? You're waiting for the next thing to happen because it doesn't end. The energy is just whoa, whoa.
It does not end. And oh my God. So thank you, Diane, for hosting this again. You could be doing a lot of other things in this half hour. You could be in the pool. You could be having a joyful time. But here you are with all of us. And to everybody out there, thank you for tuning in. I see all of you checking in and saying hello. I appreciate that very much, Diane. And I appreciate being with you for sure. Um, so if you're feeling some restless times, if you're feeling some restless energy, we get it. We totally
Yeah,
get it. We
it's
totally get
strong.
it. Yeah, I just want to make a quick announcement so everybody's on, so we're all on the same page. We're going to be on vacation until July 15th. I didn't want to miss that.
Well,
I
I was
didn't.
going to bring it up at some point, but you will be on vacation. So the next Soul Story show is July 22nd.
Oh, thank you, Diane, for the
Circle that on your
clarification.
calendar. July 22nd is our next show, and that's 2222
Ooh.
72222.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, by the way, how have your meditations been going with all this energy?
And well, it's interesting. I've been doing some pop-up live meditations with folks who tune in, and they've been spur of the moment because I'm reluctant to do them. And then all of a sudden it's like, you've got to do a meditation now. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but my hair's a mess. You have to do a meditation now. And it's like I'm driven to it. And um, I have to tell you, I have to fight to come back and to not go too far because I feel like once I open that window, it's like I just want to go
I get
and
it.
stay there and not come back.
I totally get that. It sounds like a better idea to be out there.
So I understand a little bit when you channel. I know there are times when you are so in that energy, it takes you a long time to come back. And I'm beginning to understand a little bit of that through meditation. That's how I feel. It's like I don't want to come back.
Yeah, there is something very magnificent about being
Yeah.
there, right? And that energy is so pure and so powerful that it just
And
seems
peaceful.
peaceful. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And it's such an amazing space to be in. If we can all get there, I think we'd have a little bit of a happier world. Let me just check in. Hello, everybody. I see Paula, Nicole, Mary, Ellen, Mrs. Cassidy, Daniela. Thank you so much. Brenda from Swansea. Thank you so much. And all of you. There's a lot of you tuning in. We really are very grateful to have this experience with you tonight. What else is on the agenda?
Well, I'm a little intrigued because, you bring out papers on Wednesdays for your live 11/11 event, which I'm sorry I missed today, but it was a busy day. But there were several papers. I know one we will address later on, but Tobias, first of all, I love that name, but that was an interesting,
Oh my God. I had the
and
most,
David.
oh my God, Diane, this Tobias paper, oh my God, it sounded so French just then. This Tobias paper was so amazing. Now, I just brought it out with me as well because I just had to show it to the audience tonight. It's such a powerful paper. And you see in the middle is a T and these tires and these wheels. Now, this paper was pre-written before a channeling event that I hosted a little while ago, and it's so significant. And the paper says, Mom, I'm riding high. I used to love my putting new tires on my dirt bike, and the kid talks about the medals and the fun and the joy. And when I felt this, Diane, and everybody, when I felt this, I could really feel the happiness of this young man. And the mother found me, and I'm very excited to announce that
Oh,
this is the first purple paper going to Norway.
oh
This
my
is
gosh.
this is the first purple paper going to Norway. It's
That's
very,
a long, oh, are we gonna go to Norway someday?
I don't know.
I loved it there. I loved
Oh,
Norway.
you've been there, haven't you?
Yes, it's amazing.
I was so excited to make that connection, to have that moment. And boy, doesn't it really tell you that love knows no boundaries at all? It's not separated by space or time or anything. That this woman in Norway has received this message from her boy, and it's very exciting. Hey, by the way, just so everybody knows, Sunday night, I am going to be all over the world. Sunday night at 5 p.m. I will be posting the link. I'll be interviewed in a global setting Friday on what Sunday night, and I'll
Nice.
put the link in there. But this has gone to Norway. I can't believe it. I'm so happy.
It's amazing that spirit knows you have the capability of transcending boundaries like that, right?
We all do. We all
So we have to know they're present with us. Otherwise, why would a spirit that needs to communicate with Norway contact you unless they were aware that we had the capability of expanding and reaching out? And
I think what it tells us is that there's absolutely no separation. If love is the greatest communicator, if that boy in all his joy wants his mom to feel a little love and a little energy, then oh my God, I think that there is no separation between us.
No.
And by the way, you've heard me say this before. I don't think anybody needs me. I don't think anybody needs me. That mother could hear the story herself. That's how
I know, but we need you, don't we, everybody?
Well, let's see if we
Don't
get
go anywhere yet, Roland.
No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just excited that it's going to Norway, and that the mother felt some joy and felt some peace, and just wow, it took my breath away. It just took my breath away. And again, like you just said, it did something very powerful. It confirms, it validates how powerful the spiritual realm is, how powerful our loved ones are, and if we are wide open to hear it, how amazing the communication is. So anyway.
So you've been preparing all of us in the last several years that the veil is thinner and that we all have the capability of maybe getting, messages or hearing or do you think that that's part of the energy we're feeling now? Has it heightened more? Is the veil even thinner now?
Well, I think we've all gone beyond the veil. I think we're on the other side of it. And that's why the energy is so different, because we're not on the other side trying to peek through. we've all gone through. And now we're in a space that's unfamiliar to some of us, unfamiliar to the way it feels, the way it communicates, the way it tries to inspire us, you know? So I don't think it's just the idea of going through. I think we've gone through the doorway. Actually, I think we went through the door in 2012. And I think each of us over the last 7 years, 8 years are getting closer to that realization. So that language is out of my vocabulary now, Diane. I'm on the other side of the door.
Okay.
I mean, you can have one foot on one side and one foot on the other if you want, but I'm on the other side. That's where I like to be, because the energy, as intense as it is to articulate and experience, we're supposed to be there. Let me go to the second paper that you just mentioned a
Yeah, the
moment ago.
David paper.
And I told the wife that I would read it out loud. And again, here's the power of the purple papers, Diane. Mom in Norway, wife in Rhode Island. David says, another apology is in order. I wish I would have said goodbye and thank you. What you did for me, oh my God, this line is probably one of the best lines I've ever heard, Diane. What you did for me in my life was more than 2 lifetimes of love.
Wow.
I never wanted for anything.
Oh, that really, whoa, as a mom, whew.
I never wanted for anything, for nothing, because you were always there. Now this paper, Diane, is from a husband who has the strength, the courage, the whatever it takes to say, what you did for me in my life was 2 times, twice the lifetimes of love. More than that, he says.
Wow.
Think about that. You know, Diane and I have talked about love from the beginning of Soul Stories. We have. Diane has talked about it in her entire life. I've talked about it my whole life. It's not just a cliche. It's not just something to say or do. It's not something that spiritual people like us or you say. This guy came to some understanding, right? He came to some place. It's astounding to me. You know, it takes me back to Joan's question, Diane, that she asked last week. How come they can say certain things in the afterlife that they couldn't say in life, right? I think that's what she said.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of apologies come.
A lot of stuff comes.
Papers.
Do
Yes.
you know why? Because the veil doesn't exist there. Remember the veil you just asked?
Right.
The
Right.
veil of fear, the veil of doubt, the veil of disbelief, the veil of discouragement, the veil of not having the courage to say something. This guy found it. And his wife out there in this internet world somewhere is going to rediscover the power of that love, the power of that connection. That's how powerful this is. Wow.
That's a stark contrast from the Michael who says, I like when my wife meditates because it's the only time he gets peace and quiet. It's kind of like how my husband feels about the face mask.
That's hilarious. That's true. That's probably, there's a vast array of all kinds of things that can happen here with these messages. I mean, it's astounding how powerful they are. How powerful they are. That's all I can say. Wow.
I'm intrigued about to go back to Tobias, the Norway. You connected with the mom?
Well, we've talked on social media privately.
Had she been following you?
I guess so. I guess she had.
Because I know you have listeners from all over the world, and it's nice that I remember when we first started tracking back in the old days on our radio show, and there was like 1 listener in Kyrgyzstan,
yeah,
and 2 listeners in Afghanistan, and it's so interesting to me that people are tuning in from all over the world, and I wish we could have a camera on that mother when she receives the purple paper.
Oh man, yeah.
Because that's going to be a moment when she holds it in her hand. I work with the purple papers. Now, I just received one not too long ago to hand to a friend of mine, and it was it's still amazing because of the energy it holds.
Mm,
Not just the story and not just the words or the pictures. It's when you hold it, the energy that, you realize, my God, my friend just passed away a week ago is when the paper came a week later. And
yeah.
she's already communicating, and it blows everybody's mind, Roland. You don't realize what an impact your gift or your time and your connection
I
is
don't know.
allowing people.
It's
On behalf of
astounding.
everybody, thank you very much.
Well, thanks, Diane. I appreciate that. It's astounding. It takes my breath away. And and when I get a little crazy in my world, in my head, in my space, I go back to that one purple paper, that one moment when a mother or a son or a father or a whomever or a whatever. I'll never forget. I'm just gonna divert for a sec. I'll never forget the guy who was on the TV show Mob Wives. He was at one of my events in New York, and he's sitting there like this, and and he doesn't want to cave in. And then all of a sudden, his father wants to communicate with him. I think about him. It gives me encouragement to take another step, right? To get maybe to feel that energy one more time. Or that brother in Rhode Island when I said boo to him. Well, his brother whispered in my ear, boo, tell him boo, like this. I did it. The guy jumped, laughed, and cried uncontrollably. That's the power of what this is all about. It's happening because we're doing it together, though. It's not happening because of any other reason than us doing it together. That's what I know.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Hey,
That's
by
the
the way, I'm
important part.
sorry to interrupt, Diane. By the way, everybody, I posted the papers on my Facebook page from this morning's live 11:11, just so you can go look at them in case you have thoughts or questions. Thank
Oh,
you,
good.
Diane.
The other thing, Roland, before we get busier,
Yeah,
the intentional goals.
yeah. So
First of all, I love that. You were the one who taught me, because I always felt I had to fill every bowl I had and every vase I had. And you said, just leave it empty and let it receive.
yeah. So for those of you that have been following along the intentional bowls, there is a free a seminar next Tuesday. Now, I have my bowl right here. Look at how beautiful it is.
Oh,
Isn't it gorgeous?
did you get that at your Home Goods Annex store?
$7.99 at Marshall.
Wow.
Anyways, I've had that for a long time, but for those of you that are interested in participating, an email will be going out over the weekend. You have to sign up. There are limited seats available, so you have to sign up. It's the only way you're going to go or be able to participate. So you want to know what's happening in that seminar, webinar, meeting, whatever it's called. One, it's free, by the way. It's a gift from me to you, so it's free. And you know what we're going to do? I have no idea until we get there.
I
Otherwise,
don't believe that. You're not spending hours and hours preparing.
I'm not.
I don't believe it.
I'm gonna have a tiny little outline. That's it. Small, a couple of pages. That's
I think you really have stepped through the veil.
I have. So that's my bowl. You're going to be asked to bring your bowl to this experience, and we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to share my thoughts about it. Thank you, Diane. Thanks for bringing that up. I appreciate it very much.
You're very welcome.
Here we go.
Ooh,
Did you hear the doorbell?
I did not hear a doorbell.
Okay. Oh, you know why? Because I did not make you the co-host, and I am doing it right now. So while Diane, you don't know this, but here at Zoom, we have doorbells. And because we have a doorbell, that means somebody's knocking on the door, and we got to share the story with you. So we're going
And
to.
I just let her in. Her name is Linda Menard. She's a beautiful lady. And we're going to talk about her purple paper.
Well, this is going to be an interesting moment. I can tell you that. Now, we're just going to give Linda a chance to unmute herself or whatever. She does not need her video for this if she doesn't want to. It's totally up to her.
Okay.
And by the way, if you're out there and you've received a purple paper and you want to tell your loved one's story, reach out to us. You can put a message here on YouTube, we'll get to you and we're going to have conversations with you. Linda, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, Linda, this is, oh my God, Diane, this is like the old days.
I know, a voice, another voice other than ours.
Oh,
There is life, there is other life on the planet.
I was,
Hi, Linda, I miss you.
I miss you guys too.
so thank you for joining us. Just so everybody's up to date with us, joining us by phone is Linda Menard. She is a Rhode Islander, and we know her well, but something extraordinary happened this morning when I started mentioning this purple paper. And I want to read it to the audience, Linda, to get everybody up to speed about the message. And then we all, the three of us, can have a conversation about it because there's something powerful in this message. Now, let me bring you up to speed because the most unbelievable part is that the message was written on January 13th, 2020. It's been written months ago, and it says, Eugene would love to get up early in the old days and get to work, highlighted in yellow. It was great for me. I never wanted not to work. And then this is where it gets interesting. Look, this is what Diane and I have been talking about, these papers being so specific. You know, it says in 1965, we all went through some difficult things. You may not remember this. You just might not remember this, he says. And then he goes on to whisper near the end of his life, I kept remembering the guys from the shop. Linda, when you hear and read those words, something had to happen to you.
Yeah, yeah. It was as if he was standing right near me.
Oh my God.
And I said, even if that's not a paper for my family or I know he's here. It was like just a sign, just his name. But I mean, you said the shop. I mean, he worked in body shops doing mechanics all his life, and he had his own place. And when he couldn't work anymore, he really missed it.
Oh my God. And why does he refer to 1965? He said you were so young and, what was happening? I mean, look, the purpose of having the conversation, Linda, is to shower everyone with your father's energy and love. That's the purpose of it. It is the only purpose of it. But I'm so intrigued by the date. Why would he say 1965?
I think back then when I was young, he had got in a bad car accident. And that's when he started learning to work on cars and doing different things. So couldn't work a regular job. So he started learning that. And as he got healthier and better, he loved it. And he just continued. But yeah, when I was really young, I remember he totaled out his car and he wanted to fix it. And
Gosh.
he had done so many things where he would take, two different kind of cars and put them together, like a front and back. And it was
Oh my God.
very creative with that. And, there was a time after he had passed, my oldest daughter, she lived over a dentist's office in Providence. It was a small, tiny parking lot. And she could hardly get a space, and she bumped into someone's car. And it had a big, huge dent, and it was horrible, and she felt bad. She took pictures. She went and knocked on the guy's door. She knew who owned it, and he wasn't home. So she's like, well, I'll talk to him tomorrow. And she went outside to look at the car, and there was no dent anymore.
Oh my God.
Wow.
She wouldn't have taken pictures. Nobody would believe it. And it wasn't just a little puck. It was pushed in. And she said, Pepe, thank you so much.
Oh my God. You gotta,
Wow.
wow.
Ah,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What is also attached to this message is the amount of love your father had for the kids, you guys, the children, and how hard he worked to keep, I want to say food on the table. I don't know if that's a little dramatic, but how hard he worked. That's how I'm feel. Oh, Linda,
Yes.
your father's with you right here. right now, right at the second.
Mhm.
And he's standing around you right here, right now. And he says he really loved his life. He loved the kids, the girls, the family. He loved doing what he could to bring the best that he could to all of you. He just did. And
Mm.
and he's surrounding you with all of this love and all of this energy. He
Mm.
even has a little baby in his arms. He has a little child in his arms, maybe baby, young baby. I mean, a baby at birth or something, like he has all this energy around him. He has his father around him. Linda, the reason why I wanted you to call is because I wanted to share with people the power of what these purple papers can do. If our minds are opened, if our hearts are opened, right? And this message, everyone, this message is yours. That I am convinced. I have been waiting for you. This is your purple paper.
Thank you.
It's yours.
Mm.
It's yours. Now, let me share something with the audience.
Mhm.
Linda and I know each other. Linda, did you call me on January 13th, 2020 to tell me there'd be a pandemic and that we would be trapped in the house together, and the only way to showcase the purple paper in front of an audience would be orchestrated and organized in such a way that
It's crazy.
That's too good.
that was good, wasn't it, Linda? That was great. I mean, you can't.
I know Linda, I don't think she would do that.
No, but it's so far that concept is so far
It is, it's crazy.
that you can, plan on January 13th, calling someone or whatever. How can you can't manufacture what's inside the paper. You
Mhm.
can't manufacture 1965, and what you can't manufacture though, really, Linda, is how much love your father has for you. That
Uh-huh.
that never can be made up.
Right.
So
Hol-
go
Holding
ahead.
a baby, I had lost two. I had triplets and had lost two of them. And I think you had given me a purple paper before where my father's babies are with me. So that's how I interpret that.
Wow.
This is yours. It's your father. I want to ask you one quick question. What is the greatest lesson that your father taught you? What's the greatest thing he taught you?
Um, to appreciate everything you have
Mm,
and to love. Never go to bed angry.
mm,
We always, even if, I was a little naughty and I had to get scolded, had to say goodnight, I love you, and I think that was good because that
yeah.
lets you freeze you up.
I think it's a beautiful thing. Look, to all of you that are listening right now, what's the greatest teaching lesson that your people taught you? Put it in the stream right now. What did they teach you? One of the things that my dear Tulia taught me was that, because I mean, you don't know I do funerals, but I've done funerals in my life. And she said, you never talk about what they could have been. You never talk about where they were going. You talk about who they were and the lesson they taught you. And so, Linda, we thank you so much for joining us live. It's so exciting. You're our first live phone call guest. Yeah.
And I
Thanks, Linda.
thank you.
Thanks for sharing that. That's an intimate, beautiful story. Really is.
Thank you.
Wow. Any final thoughts you have for us, Linda? Anything else?
No, I think
Okay.
I'm good right now. I thank you.
Well, thank you very much. We're going to sign off from you. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you, Linda.
Just make sure you private message me your address so that I can have my staff send you this purple paper, and lots of love to you. Thank you, Linda. Wow, Diane, that's how it goes.
And there's some great responses to that. So everybody's now thinking about the lessons they learned from their parents. And I love it. Love and respect. Love and love unconditionally, Daniela. Stephanie, be smarter than the situation. A goes to B and B goes to C.
Oh, I love that.
Ashley, to always love others and never judge. And Wacky Monkeys, 9, to always keep going, be strong, and always keep the faith. Anything is possible.
Mm.
And Stephanie, remember who you are and don't ever be afraid. And those are great words for us to remember right now, especially because so many people are in fear and so many people are getting a little stuck. So these are beautiful words. For family to always speak to one another no matter what. That's a good one.
Mm.
Oh, and Lisa, even the worst times don't last. So yeah,
Nice one. That's a nice one.
nice.
That's a great one. Well, those are great. Those are great words to live by. Again, thank you, Linda Menard, for sharing your father and your story with us tonight. And I'm very pleased to say you are the recipient of this purple paper. Now, if you're out there and you've received a purple paper already and you want to talk about your loved one, well, Diane and I would be absolutely thrilled to talk about you. Or if you see one on my Facebook page and you feel a connection to it and we decide that you're the right person, then we can work on that as well. Again, wow, what a whirlwind. Half an hour goes by fast, doesn't it, Diane?
It sure does. It sure does. And thank you everybody for tuning in, and make sure you subscribe to Roland's page on YouTube and be sure to share these because it can help someone. It's not about sharing for notoriety. It's about sharing because somebody might need a little hope right now or a little inspiration. So share away.
Thank you, Diane. Look, we've enjoyed this time with you tonight. It was a fast half hour. I know you have a lot of questions. I will be on live multiple times before I go on vacation. You'll know when, because I'll just pop up, just like Diane, just pop up and I'll be there with you in your living rooms and wherever you are. We appreciate you joining us and we thank you for your support over the years. I look forward to seeing you, Diane, when I return on July
22nd.
July 22nd. And I look forward to seeing all of you. And until next time, I send you a lot of love. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, Roland.
Bye, Diane. Thank you.